Welcome guys, welcome to another stream. Welcome. Hope everyone had a good day yesterday. Just get my chat set up, guys, we'll get amongst it. Ooh. A bit of a late night yesterday. Why the fuck is my chat box not? Annoying as fuck. So I'm on about with technology. So I haven't changed anything from Wednesday. Oh, there we go, we're on. Signing. Yeah. OBS clock. There we go. Okay guys, let's get amongst it. So let's do a top down on gold and NAS today. Let's see what we can catch. Obviously I wasn't on the chart yesterday, unfortunately. I was a bit busy. Okay, cool. Right. Let's start off with NAS. What's happening with NAS? So we know the monthly has closed, the previous month had closed bullish, okay? So technically, we worked out that we had a fake out to the downside and we'd came back into this range. Fake out to the downside, closed back into this range, and then we technically in this range, therefore, where should we be going? Well, we knew we should be coming up to fill the top of the range. And what's happened? Prices came and filled the top of the range. The issue we've got on the monthly now, it's sort of hit its monthly target. So you can't really take buys above there off the higher time frames unless the monthly closes out, because this monthly could just mess about for the rest of the month. Either close respecting or break out. We don't know what it's going to do yet. So it's filled the range on the monthly, so it means we're not going to be able to use the monthly as much. Doesn't mean we can't catch trades, so we still can catch trades because we use a lower time frames. So on the weekly then, the weekly is a similar situation. You've got an area here on the weekly. We closed back into the weekly, bottom wick, and then we flipped and came up to fill the top of the range. Now, where's the top of the range? It's a bit skew-iff, this area. I'd probably say that's about top of the range. You've got a tap there and you've got rejection there, if you can see it. This is a bit of a gap, so you could probably add that too. So I would probably say that's my weekly range. And again, we've got an issue because it's filled the top of the range. We've got nothing to play with at the moment, unfortunately. But we do have a reason to come back down, which is we've got a gap. And what happens with price tends to come and fill them gaps. Okay, so we could potentially look for sells down on a lower time frame in order to fill them gaps. But when is it going to happen? I'm not too sure. So unfortunately the weekly's filled its range as well. Then what are we getting on the daily? The daily's closed small bullish. What range are we looking at on the daily? Doesn't really give us much. So if the daily's closed small bullish, what are we expecting with the next daily candle? Let's look left. When we close above there, what do? Well, we tend to drive up. Let's see if we can find this daily range. I'll probably say that's the daily. And then the next range on the daily is maybe this. But here's the thing, guys, right? Let's say this is the daily range we're in. Right? So technically we should be coming up to fill the range. Yes, it might play out. But the thing I'm cautious of now is the weekly and the monthly has filled its range. So at any point we could pull back down. So that tells me that I really don't know what this daily is going to do today. It could do anything. Close bearish, close doji, bullish, whatever. It can do anything. So that really doesn't give me a bias for today, because I'm not too sure what price is going to do. All we could do is maybe take like swoop entries on a lower time frame to see if there's any smaller ranges off the hourly. Maybe look for like fake outs and things like that. But price at the moment can literally do anything. We can create a steeper bottom wick on the daily, or we could flip bullish to the upside and push. So NAS is not looking too good today at all, so I might not even touch NAS. If I am looking for anything, I would probably want a break of the highs again, or this high, and then if I come back down to this, I could look at sells below here off the hour, maybe coming down to these levels. But I would need to break the highs first. And if we're going to do that, I'm not sure we're going to do it in London, unfortunately. So NAS is, I'm not very interested in NAS today, guys, but I will keep an eye out on it. Alright, if you do have any questions, drop them in the chat. So yeah, I'm not too interested in NAS. Let's do a top down on gold. Let's see what's going on with gold. So we know gold is heavily bullish on the monthly, so we can't get too much information from that. Then the weekly is about to close today. Now, if this weekly closes like this, what does that mean? Well, we've got no top wick on this weekly, but it does now mean we've had a breakout to the downside if the weekly closes like this. And if we can get a top wick, we can maybe look for sellers below, but we have to wait for that top wick, because this would just be a range 1 breakout, because there's the range. I ideally would like to see price come down, create another range, and then break below that. That's when I'd be confident that price is starting to change direction. So weekly hasn't closed yet though. This is the thing. That's only if it closes like that. Currently this weekly can do anything. It can pull back, close respecting, or break below. It can do absolutely anything at the moment. Now the daily then, what's the daily telling us? So the daily, so the daily looks like it's closed respecting this level. It's not a clear break back into the area for me. That you've got no bottom wick, and then the new daily's opened up, gave a top wick. So again, if this has closed respecting, then what should we get today? Well, we should get a bearish candle today, technically, right? But how big of a bearish candle is going to be? Well, normally what happens, it'll be like a doji before the move down. So therefore, if we think it's going to be a doji, then this daily is probably just going to do that all day, and then close doji. So that means we're not going to get much movement. So really difficult on gold today. It's absolutely typical. What's a 6 hour done? So we're still going to try and get something though, guys. So the daily, sorry, 6 hour. So you've got this level here where I would probably need a close below that to confirm sells. Let me try the 4 hour. Yeah, I'd probably need a close below that, guys. See, I'm not fully confident that that's broke out. So, really don't like it. A little breakout on the 2. If you get a 2 close back into the area. But, nah. I don't like this, guys. How long? There's 2 hours left to the 2 hour. So if we're saying that this has closed respecting, this is closed respecting, then could we see a flip back to the upside to come to this level? If so, if the 2 closes back above, could we take the buys up? That might work, but that's only if we do. So there's the 4. And then what we've had is a small break to the downside here. So if we can get a 2 back into this area, like that, the issue we've got then, that would be the forward close. And I'm expecting the forward to flip to push up. So would we look at the 1? What does the 1 look like? Oh. If we can get a 1 close back above, potentially look at buys up. Where would I need this 1 to close back above? Oh. That is close respecting. 15, previous 15 respecting. There's still 14 minutes left with 15. Buys broke below. Buys close respecting as well. Guys, I'm going to get a buy stop off this 5. I'm going to get a buy stop off this 5. If this 5 doesn't flip, we'll delete it. And stops for me, this is a swoop entry, right? So it's a low risk one. The stops are going to be here. Basically, when the 5's close respecting, the 15's close respecting, the 30 is close respecting still, the 1 is still respecting, the 2 has had a breakout to the downside, so we would want to fake out back up. 3 is had a top wick though, so the 3 doesn't look the best, and the 4, we think the 4 is close respecting this level as well, and this is just the bottom wick. So yeah, I've got a buy stop off this 5 gold. Still low risk on this. This is what I call a swoop entry. We might not get, if this 5 doesn't flip, we'll just delete it. look, it's broke a low now. Can we get a flip? 2 minutes left for a flip. It's a new 15-minute candle as well, so could we wait for the 15? 11 minutes left for the 30, so we would need the 15. We would really need this 15 to flip. If not, get a fake out back in. We've got potential buys back above that area anyway. Look, the sun's out today, Friday. If this 5 doesn't flip though, what we'll do is we'll just, which is not going to, so we're going to delete the buy stop. Yeah, it's not going to flip that, is it, guys? I'm going to delete this buy stop. This is proper scalping. Because this could be the 4 going down here, because we're unsure with the 4, aren't we? So we know these 4 levels can come and tap this level. We know the 4 can come and tap that. It can even come and tap as low as this. And reject and still come back up. So look, we're looking at this. Tap, reject. But I'm not taking a wing back sell. This is the thing. I'm not taking a wing back. Sorry, a wing back buy. I'd rather wait for closures back above of the lower time frame. You think if this 4 has closed respecting, then technically this 4 should flip back up to the upside after creating a bottom wick. If you look left, if we look left, this 4 here came down to this level. Okay, obviously we just passed that now, but we came down to that level and then still flipped to the upside. Came all the way back up to 3237. So what we're doing is our ambush is here. If we close back above 3214 on lower time frames, that'll probably tell you that the 4 is starting to flip back to the upside. If it's going to do that, it might not do that. This is the thing. Yeah. What's nice is everything has close respecting. Rejection from 3. I mean, if this 30 can get down to 3194, I'll probably take it that wing back buy, because that's such a big pushing candle at that point. The hour, I mean, you can get a big drop, I suppose. we are still bullish on the daily, but we don't know if we've closed respecting. This is the thing. Has that daily closed respecting, or has it closed back into the range? We'll know with this next candle how this closes. If it closes bearish, then it was respecting. If it flips to the upside and closes bullish, then we know that we had broken back into the range. It's teasing me now. Teasing me. This is the only thing we've got going on, guys. Otherwise, there's nothing going on. We can check our oil. We're in a swing trade on oil, which is back around break even. Now, we did actually, good thing to note on oil. So what I did say, I said if we get a daily close back below here, we could just get out and wait for another daily close above. You can get out of this now if you want, right? But what I've done is, when I've looked at the weekly, I want to see how this weekly is going to close. So I'm not sure we're going to drive down. So if this, I don't think we'll drive down today, basically, if we've got it wrong. If this weekly closes bearish and closes respecting like this, then I'll just look to get out on Monday. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. It's completely up to yourself. But if we flip back to the upside and the weekly closes bullish, then fantastic, we're still on with this. So that's my get out, is if the weekly closes below here. I mean, we could drive down. The daily has closed back into the range, so you do have times to get out at the moment. What is gold gonna do today? Are we gonna flip back up? Oh, look at the 5. 15's got no top wick. Is this 15 gonna close bearish? And then are we gonna get another 15 back in like that? Would be perfect. Would be perfect. I haven't tapped these levels yet though. I would like these getting tapped because you tend to bounce from there. I mean, there is an area here where you can bounce off. You came down, tap, rejected. But if we look left, look, it's always these areas. So I would like this getting tapped at least at 32002. Might get a fake out off the 1 maybe. I think the 1 might come down. The issue with the 1 is if the 1 closes out, doesn't mean it's going to fake out with the first one. It might mess about like this, or coming back in. And it means we probably wouldn't get a trade smaller. Come on, Barbara. We've close respecting here. Why did we close bullish there? If this 15 can close respect in here, and the next 15 opens up with no top wick, pushes down, I think I'm going to take a wing back buy. But it's got to push down with no top wick. The second entry here, stops would be big stop. These are big ranges. I think it's going to come back up to here. E219 from this level. That means we've got to be careful if we do get that close back in. So it means you can get a close back in. We would definitely need a bottom wick. Okay, 15's opened up. Nah, not for me, that wing back buy, guys. I bet yesterday was better. So we could maybe see something like this back above, and then we get that drop down. We haven't tapped these areas yet. Could we look at a wing back sell from here? Grab the move down. That was a 30. 30's close below as well. Oh, as in still respecting this zone. We're still respecting this awful zone, guys. We would need to break below it, really. I'll give it till 9 o'clock, guys. We'll see what's going on at 9. I mean, this 30. This. That is close below. Not the top one. Need this cleared, really. We would need closures below these. At any point you can reject from here, you see. This is why I'm not taking sells. You can reject from there, you can reject from here. The wick down. You can reject from there, reject from there, reject from there, reject from there. So I'm saying at any point here you can just reject and bounce back up. This is why I'm not taking sells. More interested in catching a move back up, but we need, in order to catch the move back up, we need some sort of fake out. The fake out or closures back above. Really tough to take a buy here because the 30's broke below. You would need to close back above there on the 30. Okay, if we don't get a fake out to the upside on this next 30, I'm going to call it a stream. We'll come back next week. So I'm after, ideally, a close like that, back on the 30. That's what I'm after. Okay. I'm going to leave some text on. I'm going to do some admin while we wait. Potential. Okay, guys, if you've got any questions, drop it in the chat. I'm going to do some admin. But that's what we've got going on. Must be why Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's on. Here we go. Can we get a fake out? This is what I'm talking about. See, I'm not convinced that this is the drive down. And if it's not, Oh, that 15. Oh, guys, I'm going to get a buy stop off this next 15. I'm getting a buy stop, guys. This 15 flips back to the upside. Stops for me are going to be pretty tight, so it's going to be quite low risk just off the previous 15. If I get stopped out, I'm not interested at that point. Stop. Got no top wick on either. 3207. I know the 30 hasn't closed as of yet. Spin. So I've got a buy stop. My take partial move to break even is this level. If we look at the fake outs back into the end. Oh, wait, then we might have to go there. That's what we'll do. 3218, then look at. Yeah, so I've got. If we don't get activated on this 15, obviously we'll just delete. We're looking for this 15 to flip, therefore we're looking for the 30 to properly fake out and drive up on this 15. Let's see if we can do it. We got a flip. Really wanted this 5 to flip. what we've got to be careful of is if this 5 closes bearish like this and the new 5 comes up, creates that top wick and then flips back down. Might as well wait. Might as well wait for the 30 if that doesn't happen. Five might catch it here, guys. Ooh. Do we delete and wait for the 30? Yeah. The 30 is going to close shortly. We're just going to wait for the 30. I'm going to delete the buy stop. We'll wait for the 30, see what the 30 is going to do.
I would visualize, broken pour. Right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. Just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million and dollars.
Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
Morning, John. How are you doing?
A bit pissed off, to be honest with you.
Why?
I never fucking sleep, right? And the one night that I actually managed to sleep most of the way through, like I was going to sleep all the way
You've got to
through,
get up early.
happens to be happens to be the night that I end up having like a fucking huge ear blockage, and it fucking wakes me up immediately, well before my alarm goes off, and I've just got, I can't fucking. I've got lost like fucking 20% of my hearing in my left ear because I think I've got earwax lodged against my eardrum.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fuck with it. So I'm really pissed off about it. Really, to be honest. Fucking shattered. But I wouldn't have felt so bad if I slept all the way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. What about you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just market's not much going on. Well, I say there's not much going on. We're literally looking for a scalp on gold. We've had two pending orders on, and then we've deleted them. It's just not happening. I think. I'm literally. It looks like I'm going to be jumping off at 9 o'clock. To be honest with you, I'm not interested in
What are
sells.
your thoughts on your thoughts on oil at the moment then? Because
So
just kind of
I covered oil on the top
floating,
down.
isn't it? Really, at the moment.
Yeah, so what I'd done is, I did say if we get a daily close back below this level, we'd look to manage risk, right? So you could get out, you could have got out nearly break even and wait for a daily close back above if you want to. So you can do that, but what I've said I'm going to do is wait for this weekly. If this weekly closes bearish or doji, then I'll look to manage risk and get out and wait for another close above. So it's all on the weekly for me, but I did
You're not
say
out of it yet. Then.
I'm not out of it, no, but you could potentially get out now and wait for a daily close back above if you want to. Once you get a daily close back above, I'm just not sure it's going to happen until next week, you see. So yeah, that's what I've got. I mean, I'm technically at break even here. I mean, I'm $39 in drawdown, not much.
Yeah, 20. I'm 25. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could get out, but what it is, I don't want to get out because today is another day. So today we could actually see another pump on the daily.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if this is maybe break the highs, we're going to miss the move. So the thing with swing trades, you've got to just sort of be a bit more riskier. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Chanel Duba.
Yeah, I've been taking these trades that Nella said to do on the Asian sessions.
Oh yeah.
She said, I think I told you the other day, she said that she does Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
At the half 12 30-minute candle. And she does like 3-to-1s.
Yeah.
But I did a 2-to-1 last night, and it didn't have a wick as well. But I mean, obviously, she's just said, yeah, that's just what I do. Just does it. So, and obviously, I was practiced it. I'm just going off of what she said, really. And I ended up getting a 2-to-1 last night, which was nice.
Nice, man. Well done. Nice.
So I'm going to 2-to-1s, not 3-to-1s, because, you know, obviously 3-to-1s are a bit riskier, aren't they?
Mm. Not like it's working this like. We've got what it is, you've got lovely rejection areas here, but I say they're lovely, they're not, they're risky, these rejection areas to take win back buys.
Yeah. No, it's just such a shame that the markets have just gone to shit, isn't it?
Well, it's still. I mean, we've had some nice trades this week, but yeah, you've just got to be patient, mate. Got to be disciplined, and they'll come. They'll come.
Thing is with NAS as well, like I want to try and find a reason to start doing those 30-minute trades again.
Yeah.
When I look at it now, it's got bearish grabs and it looks very consolidated.
Yeah. It's not very good at the minute, Naz. I haven't touched it this morning.
Really. I can just see a double loss. I can just see one coming.
Yeah.
I can smell it. I feel like if I put a buy on, it'll come back, tap my stop loss, and then it'll come back up and go through my other stop loss. It just doesn't look very good, does it really?
Knackety.
Doesn't look like it's got trending direction. Just looks wonky. Or it looks sloppy, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we've had a 30-minute close now. It means we might need to come a bit further down, but I'm not interested in sells, and it's probably going to take a while to get back up. So, on that note, I am going to call it a stream. We're still up this week, which is nice. It's just been a slow, quiet week, and unfortunately, that's just the way trading goes. It is what it is. And good morning, Krish. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you again, buddy. Yeah, so there's nothing going on for me this morning. We've still got our oil swing trade on. Unfortunately, I had a day off yesterday. I bet yesterday was, I'm not even going to look at it, but I bet yesterday was a much better. So we will be back. I'm not actually on Monday. Okay, so I'm not on live streaming on Monday. It'll be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all next week. So yeah, fantastic, guys. Good to see you all again. I will catch you all on next week. Have a great weekend. Catch you later. Are you there, John?